Hi, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hopefully, you are enjoying good health. Today, we are going to learn about water pollution. In previous lesson, we learned about air pollution, and we learned that any addition to the composition of air will be termed as air pollution. So, let's learn about the water pollution. Water pollution will occur when energy and other materials are released into the water, contaminating the quality of it for other users. Basically, the composition of the water has hydrogen and oxygen and few minerals in a limited quantity in it. If any substance will be more than that given quantity, or any change in the composition of the water, either by the external components, either by the materials released into the water by the users, or anything additional added to the water, will be termed as the water pollution. Now, the water pollution is of basically two types. One type is surface water pollution, and the second type is groundwater pollution. Surface water pollution is found on the exterior of the Earth's crust, ocean, rivers, and lakes, while groundwater pollution is found in the soil or under rock structure or aquifers. Aquifers mean the storage of the water in the underground where water is stored, because the word aqua comes from the water, it means water. Now, another type, if we will go, it is the microbiological pollution. Microbiological pollution is by the microorganisms which are found inside the water, and also fishes that can cause the illness to the land animal and the human. So they will be termed as the microbiological pollution. And also it can be oxygen depletion pollution. Microorganisms that in the water and feeds on the biodegradable substances cause the oxygen depletion pollution. There are different causes for every type of water pollution. For example, a main cause of the water pollution is the marine dumping, mean the pollution or any pollutant we dump in the seas, rivers, that will be termed as the marine dumping. Putting the industrial waste in the water can cause the water pollution. Sewage, mainly from the houses, also it can be from the factories as well, but mainly sewage from the houses is causing the water pollution globally in the whole world. Also, now in the recent scenario in the world, nuclear waste is also a big cause of the water pollution. Oil pollution, it may be during the shifting of the oil, or it may be during the cleaning of the oil to make it usable for the users, or underground storage leaks, because there are many chemicals, many different storage are made underground. Sometimes these storage get leaked, so they cause the underground water pollution also. Now, this water pollution affects the environment and as well as the living things within the environment. For example, the first effect is toxic water. Water pollution can result to make the water toxic, and drinking of the toxic water or even irrigation with the toxic water to the fields by the farmers can result to many harmful results for the humans as well as the animals. Thermal heating is also another effect of the water pollution on the environment. It causes thermal heating, and it can damage the sources of water, because if the sources of water will damage, definitely it will result the environmental problem on the earth. If we talk about its effects on the human body, the polluted water can cause many diseases to the human body. For example, by drinking the polluted water or the contaminated water, or swimming in the polluted water, or contact with chemically polluted water, can result in many diseases, like it can cause diarrhea, it can cause typhoid, and there are many other waterborne diseases which can be result as a result of drinking or using contaminated or polluted water. Nearly 200 turtles in Australia die each year by the water pollution. It also birds and mammals become coated with the oil if the water is polluted by the oil or petroleum products. So every year, thousands of marine birds and marine animals, marine mammals die because of the water pollution. Now, the question is what we can do to avoid the water pollution. As if we look at the origins of the water pollution, mainly the water pollution is because of the human activities and the products used by the humans. So there are different precautions, there are different uh, methods that we can choose to save the water from getting polluted. So the first thing is we should be uh, careful about what we put in the sink or whatever we are putting in the sewage. We should be very careful about that, because the sewage water ultimately will go to the oceans, seas, or rivers, or lakes. So it will pollute the underground water as well as the surface water. So we should be careful about that. Here is a list you can see right now on your screen that we should not flush. This is a list of the things we should never flush, because it can cause serious uh, threats to the creature within the water. So we should never flush them. You can see the list over here. Now, also another way to avoid the water pollution is fertilize correctly. We should use the fertilizers. Fertilizers, as we previously studied, are used artificial fertilizers as well. So we should use them correctly. Using fertilizers unnecessarily can result not only to damage the human health, as well as they can result to cause the water pollution ultimately when we will irrigate the land. So it can result uh, as a result of water pollution. It can change the underground water into the polluted water, because fertilizers have many chemicals with them. Also, we should participate in cleanup, especially to the areas near seas and rivers. The main cause within the seas and rivers, you can say a huge amount of water pollution includes the plastic materials. So if we take part time by time in the cleaning activities and keep the surrounding clean, avoid using the plastic materials, we can make the water polluted from getting polluted. Also, we can take society level measurements to avoid the water pollution. Water treatment plants can be used. Awareness. There is nothing better than to make the people aware about the harms of the water pollution. If the people will understand the problem that will result from the polluted water, ultimately they will stop making the water dirty. They will stop putting the waste material within the water. So if the water will be pure, the health will be more, and as a result, we can make the environment more better. So awareness is very important. By spreading the awareness among the people from different societies, from different cultures, we can save the water from getting polluted. So thank you. This is what we have for today. Hopefully you understand the lesson and will keep in mind the message is keep the environment clean, save the water. See you next time. Goodbye.